This video is to give you a quick tutorial on how to use the equation editor in Google Docs. So you'll have a document open somewhere and you want to put an equation in. The first option is to place your cursor where you want the equation. Come up to the ribbon, click on Insert, then choose Equation. It's about 2/3 of the way down the list. And it drops this box. So let me put this in the center of the screen. So this equation editor opens. It just looks like a little box with a cursor in it. So we can just start typing our equation. Notice there's a little bit of an italics look to the numbers. If you inadvertently click outside the box, or if you right arrow, you can go back in by either clicking inside the equation editor box or use the right arrow, left arrow, whatever. But so as you're typing, if you do end up outside, notice that the numbers, they look different. The variables look different. So there's a different font type. So just keep your eye on that, and you can always go back into that equation editor. The one thing that you might run into, if you're using the buttons up here at the top, in order to get a variable with an exponent, you have to choose that button first. Click that command, and then you type your x, right arrow. Now you've got x squared, right arrow again. You're back down to typing bases, coefficients, variables, that sort of thing. So anyway, that's one way to do that. Another option, so that term, you can type your x and then shift and then 6, the caret. That moves up to the exponent. And you've got 3x squared, your right arrow, you're back down. So if you were typing a function, that's how you could do that. Over here, let me tab over. So if you were showing your work for solving an equation, for instance, you would just go put a new line in your document, try to line things up as you see fit, or how you like the way things look, and just start typing. You can press the Alt button and then press and hold it, then tap I, tap E. You've inserted an equation. So you're using the equation editor now. The absolute value bars, that is the second function of the key just above enter, or it's a grouping symbol inside the commands. So that's absolute value there. Okay, but we're showing work. In this case, I'm going to be adding 2 to both sides of this equation. We're going to say equals, the 9x doesn't change, -3. Okay, so the one complaint I would have about the equation editor, if you were trying to show your work, there's no way to enter multiple lines in the equation editor. If you press enter like I just did, it closes the equation editor. Same thing happens if you right arrow. If you press down, you leave the equation editor. So the only way to get multiple lines, like I said, you hit enter, grab a new line in the document, and then Alt, tap I, tap E. Now we're working with this again. So divide both sides by 3. And there we are. So you can show your work with this. You will have to get used to it. There's some little differences from other platforms, but remember, for exponents, you can use that shift and 6. That gets you superscript. If you have to do subscript, that's another option. Let's say we were typing point slope form or the slope formula, whatever. So if we're typing that slope formula, m equals, and now I need a fraction. So I'm going to come up here and choose the fraction bar. So in the top, remember, we've got y sub 2. So you type your variable. Now if you press shift and underscore, it gives you subscript. Right arrow to get out of that. Shift, and then right next to the 0, between the 0 and the equal sign, is the subscript or underscore. And there you go. That would give you your equation. So, same thing. If you want to enter your denominator, so I just was right arrowing. So this is left arrow across, right arrow. It'll drop down to the denominator first. Then it would leave the equation editor. It leaves the fraction, then leaves the equation editor. So I'm in the equation editor here. I can type, but to be in the denominator, you have to keep going to the left. So I hope this video helps. If you have questions, contact your teacher. Oh, I don't want an explanation there. Contact your teacher or message me. We can help you work through this, get some practice, and hopefully this helps you as you are typing equations.